Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Giovanni Rosello, and with me right now is Josh Leatherman to bring you your St. Thomas University Bobcats versus the Florida Memorial University Lions. In the second round in the Battle of Miami Gardens, tip-off, no good on that one. Let's see if it's good here. Lions win it. Jones losing a tip-off? What?
Not very typical. The Bobcats' big man.
Bobcats looking to get revenge here against the Lions. Last time it didn't go as well for them as the Bobcats lost that game 78-73. Count the bucket and the foul for Kebby. Bobcats got to do a much better job, though, guarding Sam Mack as he scored 32 points on 5 for 11 from the three-point line. Ali had 14 points and 10 rebounds. As for the Bobcats, it was just Antoine Jory leading the way with 18 points and Dante Pace with 15 points. See, one thing that really hit the Bobcats when they played the Lions was that they had 23 turnovers, and the Lions just had 17.
I mean, Gio, we know all season long one of the big issues for the Bobcats has been that turnover battle. And when the Bobcats have actually been able to keep that pretty close or even keep that, in ahead, they've actually been able to stay ahead in games and win those games. But really, the main reason for their losses this season has been just losing that turnover battle.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we take a look here at how many turnovers they're averaging per game right now, it's currently at 18 turnovers a game, and they're forcing their opponents to 14. Jones getting double teamed. They find Waite in the corner, coming off a 15-point masterpiece, ties it up.
Yeah, Gio, before the game, I was actually going over some of the statistics throughout the Sun Conference this year, and actually the Bobcats and the Lions today have the worst turnover margins throughout the Sun Conference. The Bobcats at almost 4 turnovers extra against their opponents per game. That's just not going to get it done. Luckily today, though, they're getting helped out by the team that has the worst turnover margin in the Sun Conference.
Yeah, this game is really going to be mainly about defense. Which team is going to be the one to continue their turnover slump? And we talked about it earlier at the beginning of the season. The Bobcats need to find a way to limit these turnovers. If not, it's going to be an early exit in the Sun Conference tournament. The Bobcats coming off a tough loss against Kaiser, in which they lost 58-71. Waite, though, as I mentioned earlier, had his best game of the season with 15 points that game. Bobcats not really shooting the ball as they wish, as they shot 37% and 30% from the three-point line. As for the Lions, they actually came off of a loss as well against Kaiser, in which they lost 73-77. And they shot 45% from the field, but they shot 32% from three. See, and this is the thing. The Bobcats need to find a way to attack the paint against this Lions team because they allowed 26 points in the paint against Kaiser. Whew.
Sweet little mid-range J from Bud Jones. It's a nice shot from one of the more consistent offensive producers the Bobcats have had this season.
He's actually leading the way as well for the Bobcats. 13 points per game on the season, a big leap from he's had since last year.
Gio, he also leads the Sun Conference in field goal percentage so far this year. He's at 66%.
Dante Pace 3. That one's no good. Look at Rayville going for the rebound. Gets fouled. See, and that's what I love about Jones so far this year is that not only has he been the best player really on the team this year, but he's also been the most improved player on this team and easily one of the most improved players in the conference this season. He's trimmed down on weight. Not saying that he was overweight last year, but as you can see, really different nature that he's brought to the table this year. He looks quicker. He's making the right decisions on the court. He's staying out of foul trouble, unlike last year where he got in foul trouble so many times. He's improved in just so many ways.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with you on that aspect. He definitely looks a lot he looks more trim, looks a lot more agile when he's on the defensive side. He doesn't really get caught in that in-between area of over-committing. He's really, made big strides on both sides of the ball and really being able to stay on the court, for longer stretches of time. It's been a big help to this Bobcats offense for sure, because we know what Jasim Floyd does on the defensive end. We've talked about it a number of times this year about how they kind of tag team the efforts from the big position for the Bobcats. Bud is more of the offensive guy and Ja is more of the defensive guy. So when you got your offensive guy out on the floor in those, crunch time moments, last year you couldn't really rely on that because of the foul trouble he was getting in, but now this year he's really tightened that up, and they've been able to deploy him all game long.
Yeah, and they usually start the games with that go-to play where they give it him in the paint. He does a spin move, put it up. We haven't seen that so far today, but I don't know. Maybe they're going to save it for later on. Look at this great defense by the Bobcats on the double team on number 0, Gilchrist. Corner 3, kind of good space. Puts it up, can't finish. Fast break situation, but gets slowed down. I feel like the Bobcats missed out on a good opportunity there to increase their lead. Right now they're up by 4, 7-3.
Yeah, the Bobcats right there definitely had a chance to run the floor, get out in transition, but got a little bit sloppy with it, but it's okay because you know what? They just securing the rebound is incredibly important for this Bobcats team.
I'm extremely curious to see how the Bobcats are going to do this year, really, when they're at full strength, because last game, matter of fact, the last time they won was against Weber International University, and in that game, they were out Jones, Floyd, and Joe. Well, and DJ, D'Angelo. Well, Dwayne Russell. Back in live now here at the Fern. Floyd, almost gets it up. Does get the offensive rebound and finishes it. Yeah, could have been an NAIA top play if he finished that one, but either way, got the job done, and the Bobcats are starting off hot right now against the Lions, doing something they weren't able to do last time they played them. Here comes the 3, but look at that. The Lions answer right back. Sam Mack. See, Josh, like I was mentioning earlier before the media timeouts, that the Bobcats have done a great job winning really without their star players this year. And when they beat Weber without Jones, Floyd, Russo, and then also when they beat the former first-seeded Ave Maria Gyrenes, that game they didn't have Jones or Floyd, or even Antoine Joe. Jacob Brand, open lane to the paint. Good block there by the defense. Fast break. Mack leading the way, puts it up. Goaltend, though, from behind on Jacob Ray.
You know, Gio, and one of the things that you've brought up a lot to us when we've just talked about this Bobcats team is, you know, their ability to play even when their star players have been out. I know you mentioned it a couple minutes ago, but, I mean, really, it's been quite impressive because over the last few years, when this Bobcats team hasn't had Justin Brown on the court, it was almost like, what's going to happen with the team? This year, you know, like, you have a fighting chance if anybody's out because, you know, Coach D.P. Harris did such a good job of recruiting some very quality depth throughout this whole roster. And you just know any given night, somebody could just pop off for a good, solid, 15, 20 points, and you got a chance to win a game.
And that's the thing with the addition of Justin Rogers being on this team and how the Bobcats were able to position themselves well in the conference before he got on the team. And now since he's here, I'm very curious to see how this second half of the season will lay out for the Bobcats because I feel like this conference is really up for grabs. I don't see any clear-cut winners so far.
Well, Gio, the Bobcats are going to have to do some hard work this back half of the season. Right now, they currently sit at 4-4 in the Sun Conference in 5th place. And the Lions from Florida Memorial are currently in 6th at 4-5 in the conference. They do have the edge over the Bobcats that win earlier in the season, the first battle of Miami Gardens. Let's see how the Bobcats fare today on the home floor.
Bounce pass to Richmond. Richmond kicks it over to the corner to Ferguson. He doesn't take it. Almost an up and down, but looked like the Lions got a piece of that. Look at Jones. Gets fouled. And that is that ball movement. Seeing something that's actually been very glaring to me, and this is going to be huge, is that Southeastern, they arguably are the best player in the conference. And right now, they're 4-6 on the season, but Riley Minix actually has been out due to injury. I'm not sure what it is. I hope he gets better. Of course, all of us do. But that's huge right there. Because if he's out, and Southeastern is not top 3 really in the conference, it's definitely up for grabs. It's going to be a race for the NAIA bettors. And you look at the teams ahead in Ave, the Bobcats beat them, Kaiser, Bobcats beat them, and then it's going to be great to see when the Bobcats play Coastal Georgia and Warner again. Oof. Wow, what a finish by Kebby. 5 points here in the game now. It's just a 1-point game. The Lions fighting back here with 12 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Waite's going to take the 3. That one's off. Even on a 3 o'clock rare afternoon game, this game is still packed, and it's the Battle of the Miami Gardens. Another foul on the Lions. That's going to be their 14th foul of the game. He just takes the ISO, takes it to the paint. Look at this. The Bobcats are doing a great job drawing fouls right now. And I notice they keep on attacking that paint. They are being aggressive, knowing that paid defense for the Lions isn't that well.
They keep going right at Kebby when he's down low, trying to get some type of advantage. If you can get these bigs for the Lions in some foul trouble early on in this first half, you know it's going to have to pay some type of dividends down the stretch in this game. I mean, majority of the time when the Bobcats match up against anybody in the NAIA, they most of the time have a distinct advantage with their bigs, but not against this Lions team. It's really a fairly even matchup, I mean, throughout. I mean, when you look at the numbers throughout the Sun Conference, I mean, these Bobcats and the Lions, they're pretty much neck and neck in almost every statistical category.
Trying to tip that one in. Look at the size. And one. Number 21, Ali. The 7-footer. And I actually got a little fun fact of Ali, former alumni for the Bobcats. Justin Brown telling me that he trained with him in the summer. And Andre Drummond, he trains down here in Miami. And I was told he was giving Andre Drummond the work. And we know what that man does. 30 and 20 in the NBA sometimes.
It's a little scary.
Yeah. Just gonna have to triple team him, you know. And he can shoot the three as well, so. That right there will be the X factor of the game. But as you mentioned, the Bobcats, they match up greatly with this team. Really, it's going to be between Floyd and Ali most of the time, or Jones and Ali. J.R. Hezzy gets called for the travel. And the Lions now building some momentum of their own, up by 3, forcing a turnover on the Bobcats.
It's a really aggressive play style from JR. I've noticed the games that we've watched him play, there's a very high motor on him, the way he attacks on the offensive end, and then defensively he's great on those trap plays that we see on, towards the out of bounds side. He's great in terms of keeping his hands active on the defensive. I mean, right there you see him staying engaged the whole way through. I mean, that's incredible effort.
Yeah, and that's why I believe he's the best defender on our team, and that is going to be a charging foul on Lee Richmond. But just the third turnover of the game so far, so the Bobcats have actually done a nice job really limiting these turnovers. Even though they're down, that is a big pro. Bobcats just down 3. Substitutions being made with Jones, Ray, Waite, and Richmond out. Back in are Joe, Pace, Floyd, and Ferguson.
Let's see how the Bobcats fare with this big platoon swap. I mean, the only guy staying out on the floor is JR, so it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe a little bit of a speed up in terms of the pace.
Great job there by Pace, being able to maintain his balance. No look pass to Joe, corner, splash! Look at that ball movement right there.
That's a big-time 3-ball from a guy that we know he's got a quick trigger, and he's not afraid to just let it fly. Oh, nice hands by Pace.
Here comes a big slam. Floyd! Welcome back to the Bobcats. It's been a while.
Telling you, Gio, every once in a while, this Bobcats team, when they can get out and run, they've got some horses to move.
Look at the defense that Floyd's playing on Ali. This is what we talked about, that matchup. Behind the back move for that man's size. Here comes a slam, and they answer right back. Kebby, once again, 7 points. He's leading the way alongside with Sam Eck. They are a combined 12 points.
Hey, Gio, these two teams can sure play, man. I mean, they've both got crazy athleticism. They've got some guys that can knock down shots. Big-time size, too. It's going to be a tough matchup. I got a feeling this isn't just going to be a 2-matchup series.
Yep. I'm getting these type of close game vibes at the end. And that is going to be an offensive foul and a turnover on the Lions. Make it 6 now here in the game to the Bobcats 4. No, to the Bobcats 3.
Timeout called by the Bobcats.
back in live now. Just got a tied matchup here. Really, everything's been neck and neck in this first half with 9 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Turnover there on the Bobcats. Floyd not happy that he was not able to get the ball back from Sikoti. And bouncing the ball will be Sikoti, and he gives it to number 1 Clayton. Clayton here with just 6 minutes so far in this game. Their bench guard. See if he could provide a spark off the bench, and which he does, a 3. That's good. 22-19. Joe thought about taking that D3, puts up the mid-range. What a shot.
Telling you, man, that guy Antoine Joe, he can sure light it up. When he's feeling it, he's a dangerous shooter, and he can really be a big lift for this Bobcats offense, especially, ooh, nice, ooh, near block.
Floyd laughing that one off. He might have known that maybe on a piece of the hand of Ali's. I must say, even though Ali here is with 7 points in the game, when Floyd has been guarding him, he has not been able to get a field goal off. Yeah, and I am already getting those type of vibes that this is going to be a very close game at the end. Round 2, the Bobcats will be playing them one more time, and it will be at Florida Memorial. Deep pass to Pace, catch and shoot. That one's off, but offensive rebound. They give it back to Pace. Pace to Waite. Looking like the Bobcats want to reset things just a bit. Waite attacks from the baseline. Gives it on over to Pace. Here comes a 3. That one's off again. But another offensive rebound. That one's going to be off the Lions. Those are the second chance. We'll make another third chance point here that the Bobcats have. See, and that is the great recruiting of Coach D.P. Harris, being able to bring in all these bigs to create pressure. And one of the wild card bigs on the Bobcats is Jacob Ray. What a performance he's had so far this year on the team.
Yeah, Ray really came out of nowhere towards the early stages of this season. He wasn't really getting a ton of minutes the first couple of weeks, and then out of nowhere came out with a 13-rebound game when the Bobcats really needed it.
Count the bucket and the foul.
That's a tough finish.
Yep.
Tyreek Waite.
But as you were saying about Ray.
I mean, Jasim Floyd was out with a finger injury, and the Bobcats really needed some help in terms of the rebounding that Ja usually brings to the floor, and Jacob came out 13 rebounds, big rebounds, and some good scoring too. I mean, a double-double in your first collegiate game. He was a big-time help, and now he's actually on the leaderboard for rebounding within the Sun Conference. He's averaging 5.2 rebounds per game. It's been a big lift for this Bobcats team. I'm sure D.P. Harris, when he sees how good that guy's been all season long, he just smiles to himself and knows how good of a recruiter he is.
See, and one of the biggest worries that I had last year for the Bobcats was that if Jones or Floyd got in foul trouble, the Bobcats didn't really have anybody else to take over and do the work for them. But this year, if one of them get in foul trouble, they got Dwayne Russell. But if Russell gets in trouble, then they have Jacob Ray. They have a plethora of bigs, and that's going to help the Bobcats. And matter of fact, the Bobcats are out a big today in Dwayne Russell. And look at that. Jacob Ray stepping in. We'll take a look here on how he's done today. So far, he already has 3 rebounds in the game, 1 block, and just 1 foul in 7 minutes. Wow. Back here after that short timeout. Same old here in the first half with another tie game here. But they break the tie. And Clayton makes it 3 and looks on over to the Bobcats bench. That's that rivalry about the Lions and the Bobcats, so we're going to expect to see a lot of that here today.
Things usually get a little bit chippy between these two inner city rivals. You know how fired up all of our sports teams get for this rivalry.
Yeah, this and the Southeastern games are really the most exciting ones for me. Rogers going to be forced to put that one up. That one's off, though. Good defense there by the Lions. Clayton with it as Rogers is guarding. Nice heady move, being able to create some space. Puts that one off. And that one's going to be off on the Bobcats. Good job there by Ali, forcing his body on Jones as it goes off of Quintarius. Once again, Ali going to the free throw line.
Really got to commend Ali right there. He sensed that, Bud Jones is going to play him a little bit tighter down low. And he got his arm hooked. Ali maybe sold it a little bit extra right there, but, you got to commend him. He's been terrific from the free throw line today. He's now 6 for 6. He's putting the Bobcats in a world of hurt from the charity stripe.
And that's the thing. Last time he played the Bobcats, he had 14 points and 10 rebounds. And if you look at it now, he has 10 points and just 2 rebounds, though. But he's already on pace to get way more than 14, that's for sure. And the first half has 6 minutes left. One thing to keep an eye out for is that Floyd has 2 fouls and Jones has 2 fouls. Look at Rogers getting his own rebound, though. Gives it on over to Jones. Puts it up. Floyd gets it. That's out. But we'll be going back to the Bobcats. And the Lions putting great pressure so far in the paint against the Bobcats. Really forcing the Bobcats to shoot threes right now. So far, the Bobcats are just 25% from 3 compared to the Lions' 42%. Waits, wide open 3 in the corner. Splash!
It's a big-time 3 right there from Wade to cut the lead down to just 1.
Can't give him that space, but either way, that one's off with it here. It's number 13, but they give it to Ali. Gets by. Look at all the guys that jumped up for that one. Rogers is down. Pretty bad pain.
He went up a lot for that Ali shot attempt, and Justin Floyd did too. And he must have came down hard on the ankle. He's in a lot of pain right now, and we're going to take a break.
Back here, Rogers taken out of the game. Hopefully he can make his way back into it. Turnover there on the Bobcats. 3-on-1 situation. Here comes the dunk and 1. On number 13, number 13 will be going to the line, Kebe.
Yeah, Pace kind of got trapped in a bad spot. Had to handle a 3-on-1 by himself. It's tough stuff when you're giving up about 6 inches in height to the man that finishes that play.
That one's off. Lions now on the fast break. Let's see if they can maybe start getting their biggest lead of the game. They're up 4 right now. With the absence of Rogers, they can most certainly do that. Really the biggest presence defensively for the Bobcats, but that one's off. Both teams really not shooting the 3 so well. Well, the Bobcats finally getting their way back up there at 37%, but the Lions now going down. Previously at 42%, now at 33%. But this is the thing. It's a blessing in disguise because even though Rogers is out, we've seen many games this year, really the first half of the season, where the Bobcats have had to play without him.
It's not uncommon territory for this Bobcats team to have to play without one of their bigger players. They know how to make adjustments. They know how to turn up a bit.
Jacob Ray making his way in the game. Jones checking out. Floyd knocks down the free throw, finishing that three-point play. The Bobcats just down 1. Bobcats playing a full-court press. What do you think about that? We don't see that much.
You know, personally, I've never really been a big fan of the full-court press. I actually had Coach D.P. Harris explain to me why he used it so often last season, and, you know, his explanation was really good. He's like, you know, there's studies showing that there's a higher chance of forcing a turnover when you use the full-court press, and you know, especially last season with the type of athletes that the Bobcats had at their disposal. Nice 3 by Joe right there. But those athletes that they had really wanted to get out running. Ooh, the interception by the former football player. Nice job by Jasim Floyd. My Lord, guys, let me finish my point. The way the guys were playing last year for the Bobcats is you really wanted to get them out in transition. Let those guys like Justin Brown and Jasim Floyd run and have open looks at the basket. You know, Coach Harris told us, he's like, you know, you get a lot more of those looks when you force those turnovers in full court possessions rather than just forcing them in half court possessions by intercepting a pass. So I like when he uses the full court press, especially the way that he
splash! He's on fire.
Described it.
Whew. Antoine Joe is feeling the hand right now, and last time he played the Lions, he had 18 points. Right now, he's at 11. He is a player to watch out for, and he has been a big presence this game for the Bobcats, and they are up 2 right now with 2 minutes and 45 remaining. And that's one thing I do love about that full-court press is that it really pressures the offense to make passes that they're really uncomfortable with. And it's not like they're going to have to do that every now and then. No, that's going to be basically every possession. And the Bobcats do have guys that could get on transition very easily, especially this year, and mainly being Floyd with the speed that he runs and the athleticism that he brings to the table. He could do it all except really just shoot the ball, even though he's worked on it. Good job there by Floyd being able to hang on to it. Hands off to Jacob Ray, and he gets it in. The swift assist. And another big thing I'm noticing so far out of Floyd today is that in the first half of the season, Floyd had a hard time holding on to the ball, and people would usually strip him. Today, he's holding on to it tightly. I was a little bit worried when he got the ball right there before he handed it off to Ray because I thought he would lose it. But no, look at that. He's hanging on to it, and he's making good work of it.
Well, yeah, it was one of those things where like it almost seemed like Floyd was kind of just working too fast early on in the season, and now he's kind of he's slowed it down a bit. He's making smart plays instead of trying to make 6 plays at once. He's taking it one step at a time, and he's really securing plays. That's a big part of the Bobcats cutting down that turnover issue, is just making smarter plays. It seemed like they were always trying to make some hero play rather than just making the simple routine stuff and counting on each other.
Richmond, hot step, gives it on over to Ferguson. Back to Richmond, though, at the top of the key. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They give it to Floyd. Oh, and he gets blocked from behind. Good block there. 4 seconds remaining. Let's see what they go with here. Would they go with the fadeaway quick three or a handoff? Well, a pass in quickly to the paint.
Last time the Bobcats had a chance like this, they went for that alley-oop try to Floyd. Wasn't quite able to complete it, though.
They give it to the hot hand. That one's off. Can the Bobcats get it right back, though? And they do. Look at that. Richmond takes a three. Oh, and it rolls in and out.
That's been the story of Lee Richmond's 2020-2021 season right there. Just those great look threes just rolling in and out. But I love the confidence to keep pulling up. He knows how good of a three-point shooter he is, and you got to let him fly. I love the confidence.
Yeah, you see Coach CP not happy that he took that three. Felt like they could have taken some time off the clock and really just create a whole new possession of their own. But let's see if the Bobcats could take advantage of that other turnover by the Lions. They give it on over to Richmond. Floyd, spin move. Floyd, Mamma Mia! He's playing bully ball in the paint. What maneuver can possibly be smoother?
That's big time stuff from Ja right there.
Wow.
Ready.
And that is going to be a travel or an offensive foul?
It's going to be a travel.
Wow.
I'm just saying, Ja might need to clear out some space on his bedroom wall. Got a new poster to put up.
That was big time. And look at that. And he answers it, too, right back with a great defensive possession. He is on fire right now. These past 2 minutes have been big for him. And the Bobcats are up 4 with 36 seconds remaining in the first half, and they have another possession to work with.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I think Ja might have taken that block on him a little bit personal.
Yeah. He's got 9 points here in the first half. His first game back with the Bobcats after a short absence has been nothing but sweet. Joe, three, splash!
Oh, my.
And look at that. You could just see the expression in the Lions right now. The body language, it has changed. Look at this defense. A mismatch, though, in the paint. Ali puts it up, gets fouled. This is great basketball to end off the half.
Antoine Joe upgrading some of those shooting badges during Christmas break, huh, Gio?
Green machine on gold, maybe might be on Hall of Fame right now.
Ooh, the first technical foul of the Battle of Miami Gardens has been issued. Goes to Sam Mack, number 12 for the Lions, gets teed up. And Joe taking the technical free throw.
He's been their best player this year, Sam Mack Jr. He's at 16 points per game, 43% from the field, and 31% from the three-point line with 8 steals heading into this game.
Gio, I got to tell you, I don't think this Lions team is going to be very happy with the way that this first half has concluded. I mean, you end the game with end the first half with a tech. All momentum seemingly has sided with the Bobcats here. This has not been a very good ending to the first half for the Lions. And if you're Coach D.P. Harris heading into the locker room, you got to love what you've been seeing. I mean, just really at this point, it's just about keeping the energy up and not really trying to do too much other than what you've been doing. Everything's really worked well for the Bobcats. Hopefully, Justin Rogers is okay and he can come back out in the second half. But even if he can't, you know that you're in very capable hands with who's out on the floor, especially with the way that Antoine Joe is shooting the ball right now.
Yeah, and that's huge. Even with Rogers out, the Bobcats will be able to create so much of a breathing room heading into the second half, and hopefully he could come back just in time. We got 2 seconds, 1 second. They give it away. He takes a three. Oh, almost beats the buzzer, but the Bobcats end off the first half on a great note. 45-38. 15 minutes remaining. And we will be right back.
You put the balls in the place, I'm talking one chance at best, yeah. Freedom is a teacher under pressure, now we blessed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and live. I was able to strike an interview with the great coach D.P. Harris on that first half, and he is absolutely loving the energy of what he's seeing right now. He loves the way how the Bobcats closed it off, and he knows that there still needs to be some adjustments to be made from the last time where they played Florida Memorial University. A little fun fact, actually, not sure if you were aware of this, but Coach D.P. Harris with St. Thomas University has never lost back-to-back games against the same team. And that's what we always talk about, that the adjustments. I think that's what has him stand out in front of any coach at St. Thomas University. Well, in the conference, I meant to say.
I agree with you there, Joe. I like that. I like that fun fact. No, but one of the things that was glaring to me in that first half was, these two teams, very prolific offensive rebounding teams. I mean, both of these teams towards the tops of the conference in offensive rebounds. Actually, at 1 and 2 in the Sun Conference in offensive rebounds per game. The Bobcats averaging just a little bit under 13 offensive rebounds, and the Lions from Florida Memorial averaging just under 11 offensive rebounds per game. That amount of second chance opportunities is such a crucial part of both of these two teams' offenses. It is absolutely crazy how closely matched up these two teams are. I mean, it's almost like they're stealing plays from each other's playbooks at this point.
Yeah, and that really wasn't the case last year. Last year, the Bobcats were more of the superior team. Pace 3, rolls in and out. But now you can see this year, I feel like the Lions are easily a great contender to win this conference championship this year. That one off. Bobcats just up by 3. Was it up by 5? And 1 for the Bobcats. That free throw is good. Finishes off the three-point play. At the top is Ali. That is going to be a travel. Yep. Notice that right away. See, and look at this first half by the Bobcats when it comes to the turnovers. Just 5 turnovers in the first half. That is amazing. That's probably the cleanest basketball they played all year.
Oh, without a doubt, the most changed aspect of the Bobcats game so far, just in this game, just since the return from the long break, has been the turnovers. I mean, we've seen a couple of practices, and they've really been working on cleaning that stuff up. I mean, and, I was one of those guys that was really preaching that this was more about just this team just needing to gel together. I mean, there's a lot of new guys on this team. They got to learn how to play with each other and learn where they like to get the ball, where they're going to be when they're cutting. It's not always just, the same guys plugging into the same spots. Everybody gets the ball in a little bit different areas. I was one of those people, you remember, Gio, early on in the season, I was telling you, when these guys get to play more and more with each other, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to remember, it's a process to the playoffs. It's all about getting into that tournament and then being healthy and knowing what you have. And I think by tournament time, the Bobcats are going to be both of those things. Especially now that we have JR back out on the court after that nasty fall he took in the first half.
Yeah, but hopefully, everybody's going to be eligible. Everybody's going to be healthy, good to go, no off-the-court issues. And if that's the case, as you said, this is going to be a dangerous team. And as Southeastern continues to decline, how they're doing right now, we don't know.
I mean, like you've mentioned before, Gio, it's a wide open conference so far. You've got to feel like it's anybody's year, especially with all the stuff going around outside of campus with the pandemic happening. There's a lot of outside variables to a season like this. Anybody, and I really do mean anybody, can come away with a conference title.
Well, they call it travel there on Florida, yeah. He was not happy with the call, but Coach DP confirmed that to him. Well, look at that. The full court press, as we mentioned earlier, well, as you mentioned earlier, look at that, forcing a turnover earlier against the Lions. Just a 5-point game go here. Step back three. And that one is off. Great defense there. They put it up, but that is before the shot.
That's great defense being played by Jacob Ray. Down low on the block. He's given up some height, but no shortage of heart. Got to appreciate the fiery aggressiveness and attitude from that young man.
One thing to keep an eye out is that the Lions are slowly finding their way here back in this game. The Bobcats ending off the first half on a bang, but now here just a 5-point game. Floyd, almost gets a piece of that. Was careful there. He is not happy that he did not get the block. The Bobcats here just with 2 blocks in the game, alongside with the Lions at 2 blocks. Joe takes the 3. No good. No rebound there. With it here is Gilchrist. And that is going to be a foul once again on the Bobcats. Believe that will be on Antoine Joe.
Gio, and yet another area of the game where these two teams match up so closely. The Lions and the Bobcats, number 1 and number 2 in the Sun Conference in block shots per game. Florida Memorial University currently leads the Sun Conference with 3.83 blocks per game. The Bobcats from St. Thomas at 3.8 blocks per game. I mean, I can't stress it enough how tight this matchup is between these two teams, how important these matchups are.
They find Ray in the corner. And that one's going to go out and back, though, to the Bobcats. Seven Ferguson checking back in. Ray will be checking out. They give it to Rogers in the corner. Gets Ali on the pump fake. Takes it in, looking for his first bucket back. But instead, a quick pass to Millwood. And what a finish over Ali.
A real nice offensive set right there for the Bobcats. Nice handle by Rogers. Good pass. Really nice move by Millwood, too.
And a putback bucket there by Cote. His first bucket of the game. 2 points here. 1 for 3 shooting from the field.
It's another offensive rebound for the Lions as well. And we know a lot of these stat categories, this matchup is going to be tight all the way through. And the largest lead of the game so far has been 7 points, and it was cut down almost immediately. This is going to be tight.
Back in live now here at the Fern. They give it to Floyd, a high pass and a foul once again. This one on Ali. Let's take a foul check here. Just second foul of the game.
Still something really important to keep your eye on, Gio, as this game continues. The Bobcats winning that turnover battle. +3 so far in that regard. Love seeing Jasim Floyd get a little bit fired up on the defensive side, but he doesn't come up with a really difficult steal right there. He doesn't come up with it, and he gets a little mad, almost feeling like he should have gotten it, holding himself to a really high standard on that defensive side of the ball.
And offensively, this has been one of his best games of this season. We've seen better defensive games of him, where he's had a block party early on this season in a game. Ferguson corner 3. That one's off.
Hard-fought offensive rebound once again. These two teams know how to get it done on that offensive glass. Long pass. That's a really interesting pass.
Wait, open 3.
Oh, back iron. Tough to see for the Bobcats right now when these shots are going to start falling, but I mean, really, you've got to commend these guys for just, continuing to find good looks and not passing up these opportunities. They know at some point, they got to fall. And, like the great Michael Scott and Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Our facts. So far, the Bobcats in the second half, they're just 0 for 5 from the three-point line, 2 for 9 from the field, but they are due. Giving Ali some space, really daring him to shoot the 3. We know he could do it.
That might be a dangerous mindset for the Bobcats to keep up for the back half of this game.
Oh, nice behind-the-back move. Puts it up, but a foul is called.
All right, that would have been a heck of a play.
Yeah.
Just wow. I'm going to be honest. Gilchrist would have somehow finished that.
The finesse game, the finesse play of the game.
Probably should have been a top play of the week.
Yeah.
Just going to go out on a limb and say that. The behind the back, half Euro step up and under.
He's had a nice presence so far in this game today. Tying the game here, he has 8 points. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line in 13 minutes played. Has 1 steal, just 2 fouls with 13 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. The Lions have found a way to make themselves back in this game. Richmond corner 3, the hot spot. Rogers. Too much hang time. Jumped just a tad early there. Let's see what they're going to call on that. Oh, they call a blocking foul on that. Oh. I believe we've only seen 1 charge call this game, and one thing I've noticed so far in a lot of these Sun Conference games this year I'm just talking about in general, these games at home for the Bobcats, is that referees tend to really shy away from calling the charge calls. And we're already seeing it this game as well.
In that situation, I just don't know what else Bud Jones could have done. It's not like he left his feet. Kind of just, he did everything a defender is supposed to do in that situation. An example right there, Gio, of ball don't lie.
Basketball guys rewarding us. See if this one goes into. Nope.
I mean, 0 for 2 from the line after a questionable call.
Love to see that.
Not superstitious, Gio. Just a little stitious.
Rogers being able to hold that pivot foot.
Yeah, that was.
Some were calling for the travel call on Rogers.
It looked like that pivot foot slid just a little bit, and the referees picked that up a little late. But I do think that was the right call. It did look like he moved it. Tough turnover, but the right call.
See, right now, Rogers not having for sure his best game of the season. Probably the worst game he's had so far as a Bobcat. He has 2 points, 1 for 6 shooting from the field. But what I love about his game so far is that he's continuing to go out there, not being scared to hold the ball. He's doing what he always does. He's not trying to do less. He's just being him right now. Jones gets fouled, puts it up, but the bucket won't count. It was before the shot. And another player that's due as well for the Bobcats is Dante Pace. He's 0 for 4 from the field, and all those shots have been threes. So let's see what he could do here in this second half.
Well, the thing about JR's game so far is really if you're not watching the game, if you're just looking at the stat sheet, yeah, he's not going to jump out at you, but he's making a lot of really nice plays for his teammate. He's making those extra passes happen. A lot of guys are committing to a double team on him when he's got the ball and he tries to make a move, and that's opening up his teammates.
Big three there by Waite. Man, make it 18 for him. And, last game he had 15, and now how he's doing right now, it's looking like he's might be getting on a hot streak, yeah.
There's 2 veteran guards for the Bobcats, Waite and Joe, having themselves a day. You know those guys, those long-time Bobcats, they definitely get a little extra amped up for a game like this against the Florida Memorial University Lions. You know that there's pride at stake in this game, especially on the home court.
Yeah, because if the Lions take this one, they're going to be taking, because the Lions and the Bobcats do play one more game. And if they take this game, then they won the series against the Bobcats. So,
got to fight for that chance at the series win.
We know in most sports, the Bobcats usually have the number against the Lions. Look at that. Tyreek Waite here, 18 points. Been the best player on the court in general of both teams today. Not only that, he plays great defense as well. And if he continues to be this offensive shine for the Bobcats, he could be the X factor in the playoffs easily, without a doubt, for this team. Richmond's spin move avoids the double team. They find Waite in the corner. Back to Pace. He takes the three. Splash!
No hesitation. I love it. I absolutely love it. The way that Dante Pace pulls up from 3, you'd have no idea what his night from deep would be looking like. He could be 0 for 12. He's going to take that shot the same way he would if he was 12 for 12. He knows his game. His game is to knock down the triple. And that's a big triple right there.
Back in live now here at the Fern. Bobcats up by 4 with 10 minutes and 57 seconds remaining. Look at that. Almost gets to travel. A nice bounce pass to the paint. Oh, Ali with the bounce pass. KB with the finish. Make it, I believe, 17 for him here in the game. Or no, it's 15 actually. And he's 4 for 4 from the line. He has just missed one shot in this game. Just a 1-point game now. As we mentioned earlier in the first half, this has tight, close games, vibes written all over it. Playing really good defense here on Wade. Wade's really trying to find somebody. He steps out of bounds. He was trying to find Floyd, but he gets called on the turnover, and it's back to the Lions. And the Lions have a chance to grab the lead once again. Puts that one up, the floater alert, and the finish. Mac.
That's tough. That's just tough right there, Gio.
Especially right over Jocelyn Floyd. You do not see that every day.
Nah, usually that one gets sent to the 4th row of the bleachers.
Really does. Look at that, and a big steal there. A foul on Richmond, but a smart foul, I should say. Look at that. Momentum has really shifted here in this game. It's all about answering back in these sub-conference matchups. And the Lions have done a great job answering back here in the second half. Ray, Waite, Pace, and Floyd coming out. We got Jones, Millwood, Rogers, and Joe back in, but a timeout called by the Bobcats. Bobcats down 1 with 9 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. We will be right back.
Oh.
Back in live now. A 3-point game with 9 minutes and 39 remaining. Rogers really running the point for the Bobcats. He's asking for it at the 3-point line. He gets it, but misses his open opportunity. Millwood, mid-range. That one's no good. Rebound by the Lions. Lions here with a big opportunity to maybe open up this game just a bit. Make it a 2-possession game. Mack has 11. He takes a 3 over Millwood. That one's good. That's a big shot.
That man Mack is turning up here in this second half. He's been on fire. Hit that Steph Curry shimmy a little bit ago. I saw him when he was coming down the court. He's feeling it right now.
See, if you're the Bobcats, don't try to do too much. Try to see if you can get some easy buckets. Go to what you do best, and that is attack the paint. And that's what they're doing right now. Jones gets fouled, and let's see if he can knock down the free throws, though. So far, he is 2 for 2 from the line, but something big to be on the lookout for is that Jones, he has 4 fouls, and Antoine Joe has 4 fouls as well. Substitution being made. Millwood checking out. Pace checking in. Bobcats looking to go heavier on the offensive end. Looking like Ali will be not coming in, actually, on the next dead ball instead. Takes the mid-range over Pace. That one's no good. Heavily contested. And that's the underrated defense we talk about. Pace. A nice bounce back. Oh, I thought he should have taken that 3, honestly. Full timeout is called by Florida Memorial University. We will be right back. Back in live now here at the Fern. The Bobcats just down 4. Oh, man, I don't understand that pass. Oh, no, they call a foul, actually. On Pace, but he had the hands up. Comes the free throws. That one's good. Here comes Joe for the 3. Let's see if Jones can get the rebound, in which he does. Shot clock is reset. Rogers. That one's stolen, though. Lions up by 6. Let's see if they could do something special here. Floyd playing great defense, but gets called for the foul on a reach-in. And they will be going to the line. And Josh, what really has changed here in this second half that's really just turned the tables.
Well, the Wildcats are losing the turnover battle. I mean, plain and simple, they were +3. Now they're -2 in the turnovers. And I mean, it's really that easy. It's come down to who. I mean, we talked about it earlier. These teams are so evenly matched. It's really just going to come down to who's getting the extra possessions, who's winning the rebounding battle, who's winning the turnover battle. And right now, the Bobcats are ahead in rebounds, but also ahead in turnovers. So those things are canceling out. And being as far behind in terms of the scoring as they are, they got to clean it up in terms of the passing. They're going to get back in it.
Floyd with a bounce pass to Rogers. Rogers gets it back to Floyd! Boom! Shakalaka! He did it again! 2 posters in the game.
Oh, my.
Gets him on the pump fake. Ali gets fouled, and a good foul there, though, for the Bobcats. Got to avoid the bucket there at their best.
Wow. What a slam by Jasim Floyd. Don't hold back.
So I really admire, though, here about Ali is that even with his size, he's 9 for 10 from the free throw line. You don't see that many bigs today shooting the free throw ball as he is. Score is 70-62. Plenty of room, though, for the Bobcats here to make a small comeback. And turnover on the Bobcats. And we will be right back. Back in live now here at the Fern. With it is Gilchrist. See, if you're the Lions, you just got to hold that ball and let that clock run down. Any bucket here will be a big luxury for the Lions right now. Mack has Rogers guarding. That one's just off, a big miss. Ali looking for the foul. They've gotten so many calls in their favor, but not this time, and he was not happy about that. They had pace open in the corner. Here comes Rogers. He puts it up. That one is off. See right there, that could have been a big possession for the Bobcats, just make it a 6-point game. Kind of a wasted opportunity. You got Gilchrist here at the top of the key with pace guarding. The Bobcats in foul trouble. They're going to have to try their best and avoid it. He puts up the floater. That one's good. What a shot. Big bucket there. They give it to Floyd. Reverse layup. Can't finish, though. Rebounded by the Lions again. 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Looking like they are opening the game in their favor. What a second half it has been for them. They take the three. That one's off. Now is the Bobcats' time to take advantage and make a comeback here. Free throw is off. The pump fake there, the backcourt cut. And some free throws will be taken here. And if you're the Bobcats, you're going to have to start putting up more threes. A 12-point game. Josh, if you're the Bobcats, what's the go-to move here offensively?
I mean, usually I would say the typical post-up for Bud Jones, but I just don't think that slow style is going to play for the Bobcats right now. They need to start knocking down some big-time shots. They're running out of time in this game. But to be quite honest with you, that's not really the Bobcats' style. They're really not a three-point shooting team. Yeah, they've got some guys that can knock down a couple of shots a game, but they're not really that long-range type team.
Shrugs him off. No call. But they call it there on pace. It's another call I don't agree with. I saw a push-off there on number 1, Clayton. He has 8 points in this game. His first trip to the free throw line. And then now Dante Pace and Quintarius Jones have been fouled out. First free throw was off. Let's see if the second one will be completed. A 12-point game here. That one's good. It's one of the two. Waite here with it. Waite, Rogers, Ray, Joe, and Floyd on the court for the Bobcats. You're going to have to find ways to get Antoine Joe the ball for the three. Wide open. This could be a big shot. That one's off, but he gets his own rebound off the miss. Ray puts it up, can't finish, but Rogers is there to tip it in. Bobcats now here just down 11 with 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. But the Lions are being very smart here with the ball, letting the clock run down. And that is what you're going to have to do. He tries to dunk it on Floyd. Fails on doing so, though. Joe gives it away. It's Waite in the corner. Puts it up. Count the bucket and the foul. That is a big bucket, and hopefully he could finish it off and get the three-point conversion. We will be right back. Back in live now here. I like what I see. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We might got something brewing here. Bobcats with the full court defense. The double team, more uncomfortable passes. Let's see how the Bobcats get back in transition. Putting lots of pressure on Ali. I see Floyd's on him. I like the matchup there in the corner. See Ali cutting to the paint. Let's see if he could avoid that 3-second violation. The referee is looking at him. Oh, wow, and a travel not called there. Falls to the ground. 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Puts it up. Would have been a very tough finish. They call a shot clock violation. Rogers takes it to the paint. What a bounce pass there. They give it to Antoine Joe. 3. Splash!
I told you, Gio. I told you. Antoine upgraded in the time off.
Hall of Fame, limitless range, green machine. If you play 2K, you know what we mean. We will be back after the break. Back in live now here, and we are in the middle of a possible Bobcat comeback with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Really just a two-possession game if you really think about it. This is one of the biggest possessions of the game for the Lions. They put it up. Oh, they call the foul, though. I don't know. I just don't see the contact. But more free throws. Kebe, he is 7 for 7 from the free throw line.
Tough sledding right now for the Bobcats as they try to cut this lead down. They've got 2 guys already fouled out of this game, Dante Pace and Bud Jones. We'll have to watch this one from the bench. And Antoine Joe also at 4 fouls.
And he's been our best player today, well, alongside with Tyreek Waite. But, man, Antoine Joe, he's 5 for 12 from the three-point line. He is chucking it up, and he is not scared. One of the 2 free throws fall. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. 76-70 is the score. We will be right back. Back and live now here. Waits has Washington guarding. The Bobcats had to be very careful how they're handling the ball now. He puts up the pressured shot, and he gets it in. What a finish. Big time bucket. 2 minutes and 18 remaining, Josh. This is when it's going to matter most.
I mean, this is what we expected coming into this game. Expected tight contest, high scoring. Coming down to the wire, we're getting everything we thought we'd get and more.
Could be a big 3.
Nice
that one's off.
Closeout. Good job by Ray to contest that shot.
Yeah, that is a great closeout. Unbelievable. That would have been the biggest shot of the game if they connected. Rogers takes the 3. Oh, no good.
Just in and out. And that's really, I mean, honestly, that's been the story of the season for the Bobcats so far, is like those 3-point shot attempts, man. It seems like they just rattle in and out far too often. I mean, if there was a stat for 3-pointers that went in and out of the rim, I guarantee you the Bobcats would lead that category. I guarantee they lead that category. And the guy that would lead the team is Lee Richmond. It's got to be just.
And they're good shots, too. It's a shame. These are shots that should be going in. Man, what a free throw clinic so far in this game. 37 free throws, the Lions, to the Bobcats 15. It's a problem. And they are 83% from the free throw line, while the Bobcats, though, 86%. Ball don't lie.
Very fortunate are the Bobcats right there to only give up the 1 free throw.
And a 3 here would be absolutely huge. Honestly, though, any bucket would be huge. Oh, my! Oh. And a foul called.
But a nice job of Joe to secure that one. But wow. And you might need to check on the backboard right there. Thing might be hurting after that block.
Yep. See how Antoine's been from the line so far today. He is 2 for 2. Let's see if he could possibly keep that up. Our man Isaac wiping up the floor. Oh, thank God. Thank God. My heart dropped there for a second. They're laughing about that, even there in the paint.
I mean, hey, when you're having a good day, you're having a good day. So, friendly roll for Joe from the line.
Oh, that's huge right there. Just a possession of a game right here. Just 3 points away. This is going to be big now. Look at Tyreek Wade play great defense there. A jump ball called.
That's huge. What a great job by Wade right there to secure the trap in the corner. I mean, that's huge. That's got to be, I mean, he's had his way offensively in this game, and then coming up right there with such a big defensive play.
If the Bobcats could somehow pull off this win.
Oh, forgotten in the corner.
Splash!
Tyreek Wade. What a series for Tyreek Wade. Got completely forgotten about. Mac completely blew his assignment right there. Wade went from the strong side to the weak side corner. Nails that three. Mac had no idea.
That is a big time bucket, and I loved it because you see him in the corner and automatically you notice that right away. That's a big mistake. Got to give them a map for that one.
I don't know if DP Harris called that play for Tyreek Wade, but man, that guy has ice in the veins.
Man, that right there was huge. Easily the best game he's ever had as a Bobcat. Unbelievable. These past 2 games have been amazing for him. Wow. And if he continues this, Bobcat's going to be a serious problem. And Rogers has 6 points. This isn't the type of game he could wish for. And if Rogers could do what he's done earlier on in in the first few games that he's had, and with Tyreek Wade playing how he is right now, and Antoine Joe putting up the numbers he's having, nobody's stopping this team. Nobody. Wow, what a game he's having. Unbelievable.
I mean, the scoring output, yes, Gio, but also the efficiency. I mean, 70% from the field. He's 66% from 3, too.
Unbelievable. The Bobcats, though, they have to be patient here. Don't be anxious. They're in foul trouble. Remember that. And do not allow threes. So far, the Lions today are 30% from 3, but don't get comfortable with that. We have 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining. This was expected from us. We had a feeling this would be a tight game at the end. Oh, and a big putback there. What a bucket. And they give it to Wade. 55 seconds remaining. Everybody on their feet. And a foul is called.
So the Bobcats will hit the bonus here and also the 4th personal for now the 3rd Lion. Rogers to the line. This is a big free throw right here for the Bobcats. Tie this one up. Nice job by Rogers.
I love it. And they're knocking down the free throws when it matters the most.
And that's how you win these tight ones, Gio. We know it. Got to hit your freebies.
They got to hustle back. And look at that. They strip it from behind. The Bobcats, let's see if they get possession of it. Should have to be in favor of the Bobcats. Joe, though, is hurt.
Joe's hurt, but, I mean, hopefully he's okay. But he made a heck of a play to get that steal. I mean, you got to remember, Antoine Joe's had 4 fouls for at least 12 of the 20 minutes in this second half. I mean, we've seen, he's been really, really effective on the defensive side. I mean, him and him and Tyreek Wade now, sharing a moment. These two, they've been through a lot here at St. Thomas University. And this is a very, very tightly contested battle of Miami Gardens right here. So Gilchrist for the Lions has fouled out. He hit his limit. His day is done with his 12 points.
And he's been big for the for the Lions today. 25 minutes played. He's had 12 points. 7 for 8 from the free throw line. And that is a big opportunity there for the Bobcats to knock down their biggest free throw. Well, one of their best free throw shooters of the game so far. And that is a big missed free throw, though. You cannot miss these free throws.
Missed both, but that's a tough sequence for the Bobcats right there.
Yeah, it really is. 34 seconds remaining. Waits, good defense. Top of the key was Clayton. They're going to let that clock run down. They are doing the smart thing, and that is stolen.
With a turnover.
Ray with it. Puts the layup up, and it's good! Mamma mia, the Bobcats grab the lead. And they shoot the contested three. That one's off. And that is possibly going to go off on Ali. Oh, no! Back to the Lions. And the Lions call a timeout.
And huge plays by the Bobcats being made down the stretch. Really going to be looking for one final defensive possession. One chance.
This is big. 9.9 seconds remaining. Just a 2-point ball game. We will be right back. We are back in live, ladies and gentlemen. Josh, big possession here. Let's see what they go with. If I'm them, I'm giving the ball to Ali, going for those 2 points. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, you see? They did the right thing. They did the right thing right there, giving it to Ali. I don't blame them, but they called the foul on Floyd. They said he was holding down Ali.
That's going to be Floyd's final foul, though, so he's going to be out of this game. But one thing that I'm not entirely upset with by the Bobcats is this gives them a chance for the final shot. If Ali makes both of his free throws here, the Bobcats are going to get the chance to either win this or send this to overtime with a miss. So, honestly, you take control of the game at this point if he makes his free throws.
And he has been great from the free throw line today. Let's see how he's been. 11 for 13. And if this is a tie game, my apologies. If he misses one of these free throws, you need to find your best way in getting the ball to Justin Rogers. He actually hasn't missed a free throw all year. Oh, and that's off. That's big. That is big.
Yeah. Ali has been terrific from the free throw line. He's 11 for 13, stepping to the line here, and just clanks the first one. That is tough Now DP Harris is going to send him to the huddle to think about that miss.
That's big. I like that time. I love that timeout. That is big right there.
I mean, you got to find a way to get your best rebounders on the floor at this point. I mean, your two bigs are out of the game, so who's it going to be? All eyes got to be on Jacob Ray right here. I mean, he's the guy left.
And if I'm the Bobcats, I'm trying to avoid overtime. I really am. Because you got Jones out, you got Floyd out, and Russell's not in this game. The only big you got left is Ray, and he's going to have to be matched up with Ali. Yeah, Ray's a dog, but it's not really a mismatch, but I have to give Ali the edge. Back at live now here. Biggest free throw of the game.
Banks it in.
Oh, Christian DeJean coming in. I like this move. Not sure how DeJean is from the free throw line, but it is an interesting move rather than less. But let's take a look now here. Maybe they have him in because they want to get the ball to him for the free throws. Let's see how he's done so far this year. I know he hasn't really gotten that many minutes, but so far, Christian DeJean at the free throw line, he's 4 for 4 so far only this year, and we will be right back. Back in live now here at the Fern. And they give it to DeJean, yep. And that is who they wanted to get it to, yep.
Can't lie. Kind of nervous, Gio.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Oh, these rolls.
Oh, thank God.
Whew. Good stuff, though. Oh, give me another. Oh, no.
Oh, and he almost got that. Oh, we got 5 seconds remaining. A possible game winner. Ali puts it up. Oh, and they call. A foul on Antoine Joe. This will be 3 free throws. Oh, no.
Oh, this is that. That's probably worst case scenario for the Bobcats right there. I mean, he airballed it. I mean, that's
wow.
And even insult to injury, Antoine Joe fouls out. Now the Bobcats are down 4 men. If this goes to overtime, oh my, this is absolutely doomsday. This is doomsday for the Bobcats right here.
Yeah, this is what I meant. I did not want overtime at all. You see, Coach ZP, he is not happy about that call, and I am with him on that.
I mean, Gio, you can't even be worried about overtime right here.
Oh, he missed it. Thank God.
Okay, now you can be worried about overtime.
Yep.
Now we can be worried about overtime.
Oh, he missed it. Yep.
Wow. That's twice now. Ali has had a chance to either tie or give his team a chance at the lead, and he's bricked a free throw.
Here comes the second one. Oh, and he makes it. Now, do the Bobcats have a timeout? That's what I'm curious about.
No, Gio, no timeouts left.
The heave. Nope, no good.
Well, we're going to have overtime. I mean,
and the technical foul, I just don't understand these calls at this point. I really don't. I guess stuff was too offensive. We will be right back. We're back in live now here in overtime. See, a technical was caught on Coach D.P. Harris, and 2 free throws were given to the Lions.
It's not exactly the ideal way to start an overtime period, but even worse than that for the Bobcats. I know we mentioned it before getting into this overtime period, but the Bobcats incredibly short-handed now, especially at the big position. They're down Dante Pace. They're down Antoine Joe. Bud Jones and Jasim Floyd are all fouled out of this game. Now, where the Bobcats get the help, the Lions are also down 2 men. Keeby and Gilchrist have fouled out of this game, and their leading scorer outside of those 2 in Ali has 4 fouls. The man that sent this to the overtime period.
That one's off, but a rebound there. Richmond puts it up. Oh, that one's off. I thought that one was a great shot there by Wade. I really thought that one was going to go in.
I mean, with the way he's been shooting today, you almost have to anticipate that going in.
The preemptive splash was about... See, if I'm the Bobcats, though, I understand it's 2-point game, overtime, just 4 minutes remaining. I'm attacking the paint. I'm taking the risk on attacking Ali, and I want the ball in Rogers' hand when you're attacking the paint there, but no kickball violation, I see.
Nothing there either, thank God.
Cancel. I guess they wanted to cancel out somehow.
I mean, I like that by the referees so far, letting these guys play. It's overtime. They fought hard for 40 minutes. You better let them finish it out.
Ooh, what a nice job there by Ray. But we've seen it multiple times this year where the Bobcats have had to play without Jones or Floyd. We've seen where they've had to play without their guys, and they have won, and honestly, in big fashion as well. Oh, what a job there. You see, now also, if you're in the post up against Ali, you know what foul trouble he's in, try to sell something. Richmond, corner 3.
He's due.
That one's off.
Off the front iron, man.
Big possession here. Let's see if they can make it a 2-point game. Good job there. No call. And Millwood, I like that Millwood's on Ali, but Millwood is one of the biggest dogs on this team. Great defense being played. He puts it, and he gets it in, though. Nice finish by Mack.
That man Mack has been on one heck of a tear in this second half. Another nice
Count
block.
the bucket and the foul.
Nice block by Ali, but Millwood in there to clean that up.
Yep.
That man's not afraid to do some dirty work down low. One of the more underrated players in this Bobcats team, has been for quite some time. Not shy of any matchup. The epitome of consistency, too.
That's big. We know he's not really the best free throw shooter, but he knocked down that one. And look at this. Look at this monstrous stat line here by Ali. 22 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks. What a performance he's having. I really love how the way this man plays the game of basketball. He is just doesn't care really to go in there. He knocks down his shots. You don't see that many bigs really in the NAIA that are so good from the free throw line, and he is that. Richmond, corner 3 for the lead. That one's off.
He's just been a little bit off today. All day, but he's getting good shots. You got to feel like one of these is going to fall, and I feel like it's going to be the big one.
Yeah. Hey, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
I'm just saying, he could go.
Oh, great defense there by Tyreek Waite.
All I'm going to say is, yeah, you look at the stat sheet and Lee Richmond may be 0 for 5. But he gets that one to go down, he changes the narrative of his whole afternoon.
Can't say it any better than myself. Well, can't say it any better, I should say, I meant.
I like it. Just keep trying to find him.
And Richmond is going to be checked out of the game, and Ferguson will be put back in. We will be right back. Back and live now here at the Family Fernandez Center. They give it to Ali right here. Try to sell it. Ali now going to the free throw line. 48 free throws to the Bobcats 24.
That is not ideal.
Yeah, kind of That is not something you see every day. Most of the time, it's usually met at the middle. That free throw is good, and he is knocking them down. We got a minute and 12 left here in this game. But even though that was a big drawn foul there by Ali at the end, the Bobcats still being able to maintain their composure. Here comes the other free throw. That one's good. 2 for 2. We got a minute and 12 remaining. And Ali doing such a great job, even though he's got 4 fouls.
Oh, boy.
Even though he's got 4 fouls, he has been able to compose himself here. And I feel like I've said it so many times in this game, but once again, this is now the biggest free throws of the game for the Bobcats.
Oh, yeah. Another nice roll for the Bobcats.
The thing, though, is that even though it's just a 1-point game, it still doesn't even feel like that. Oh! There it does. Oh, almost a travel call. Luckily, Tyreek Waite was there, because if he wasn't there, he was going to move that foot one more time. Rogers takes it to the paint, gives it to Millwood. He puts it up. Rogers don't want to put back, and he gets it in, and the Bobcats grab the lead with 42 seconds remaining in overtime. Oh, what a bucket. We will be right back. Back in live now here in overtime in round 2 in the Battle of Miami Gardens. Look, he was trying to look for the foul there. Bobcats playing tight defense, but that almost left Clayton open possibly for a 3. We got 25 seconds remaining, 15 left on the shot clock. He puts it up, no good. Rogers, big rebound. And that is going to be a foul. Rogers has 10 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals.
Nice day. Oh, no. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Oh, that's not a good sign for the Bobcats right here. Nearly the end of the overtime period and a chance to extend the lead to a full 3 points.
Surprising, those were his first missed free throws of the season. I know how he is. He is very dedicated to the game of basketball, and I know he is not going to let that one just live down. If they lose this game, he is going to remember that, but hopefully, oh, what a great job of possibly getting the ball back. What are they going to call here? Not a carry? I'd be shocked if they don't call that. And it is a carry. That is big right there. Wow. That is 18 turnovers on the, 19 turnovers now on the game to the Bobcats 17. Wow.
Told you, Gio, it was going to come down to the turnover battle between these two teams. Everything's so close between them.
See Rogers passing it in, but I was going to say, DeGene now back in the game, Millwood out. Now Richmond in. Jacob Ray out. Yeah, the Bobcats looking here just for the best free throw shooters that they have. And I was going to say, I wouldn't be upset at all to get it back to Rogers, but they're going to give it to DeGene. They're going to let that clock run out. Just 2 seconds off, but that could be big. Big free throws coming up here.
So those lucky rolls, Gio, they've kind of disappeared for the Bobcats in this overtime period, man.
Yep. I'm going to ask the basketball gods nicely, please just give us one.
Put some pressure on these guys. Oh, my.
I love this right here by Coach DePierre, putting in his best free throw shooters and then going back to defense. Now, once again, if on the Lions, notice they're not playing for the lead. They know that basically they have the advantage when it comes to the overtimes because of how many players the Bobcats have fouled out. I'm going for the tie, and I'm trying to see if I can push the ball up the court at a good pace and then give it to Ali in the paint. Ali now here pushing it up the court. He's been their best free throw shooter today. Corner three, they take the shot. Oh, that one's good. That one is good. Wait now here, pushing it up. We got 3 seconds. Gets blocked from behind. And that is the game.
What an absolutely stunning ending to this overtime game.
Wow, that is going to hurt, I know for a fact.
I mean, Gio, like you said, all eyes were on Ali, and he was the man that brought it up the court. And then the kick out to the corner three.
I was shocked that they even went for the three, honestly, but they found the look. Ali with the ball. They did everything right, honestly. You can't get mad at that, but wow, if you're the Bobcats, I'm sorry, but 48 free throws the Lions had compared to the Bobcats 30. I see that as a problem, but you can't really control that out of our reach. Just a tough blow for the Bobcats. If you're the Bobcats, you have to look at this game as a learned game. You're in one of the most pressured games of the season. You do play the Lions one more time. It's not about how you start, but it's about how you finish. So the Bobcats need to look at film, look at ways to get better, look at these type of situations to get better defensively. And that is going to do it. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in.